Thank you for inviting me again. Okay, I'm Sarah Mcgeachy and I have a page on Facebook. I'm not seeing if anyone's on at the moment. I'm just hoping that my internet stays stable. That's the dog shouting. Stop. So, have I got anyone watching at the moment? Live viewer comments. This is an example. Okay. Right. I'm not sure if anyone's on at the moment, but I'm sure I'll see your chat if you're going to start chatting. So if anyone's on, could you just put hello, please, just to let me know that you're there. Okay, right, there's one comments, 5. I pressed the wrong bit, that's why. Hiya, hi Tanita, hi Anne-Marie, hi Alison, hi Chrissy. Internet seems fine, thank you. It would help if I had it on the right bit, but I didn't. I had it on chat, so I should have been on comments so that I could read the comments. Okay. Just say if you want to, as I say, a reading, and I'll quite happily provide one if I can. Hi, Mary. Okay. Who's going to volunteer to be my first tonight? You'd love a reading, Melissa. Perfect. Hi, Kirsten. Okay. Right. Where am I? Melissa. Okay. Okay, Melissa. I have the world. Okay. Right, this card is all about completion, celebration. It's about basically getting to accomplishing something. Getting to the end of something. Everything that you want is on track for you, if that makes sense. As I say, you can see there's a winged sort of angel around the world, and as I say, it's just saying that. To me, it's just saying that you've got not the world at your feet as such, but as I say, the world is there as your oyster if you want to take it, if that makes sense. Okay, it's going to take a bit of work and it's going to take a bit of time, etc. But you'll get there. I believe that you've got the determination to get there. Right, Melissa. I also have a lady coming in behind me at the moment, and she's directly behind me, which makes me believe that she's either, I want to say, a sister or an auntie. No, I don't normally say that, but as I say, she's either a sister or an auntie. I actually believe that she's an auntie more than anything else. So if you can understand a lady that passed in her, I want to say she passed in her 50s, and I want to say that she had, I want to say stomach issues, but I also want to say that she suffered stomach issues. She didn't pass with stomach issues, if that makes sense. She suffered with stomach issues. She's making me aware of mine. Okay. She's also making me aware of her walking along a beach, and it's like a real pebbly beach. It's not like a sandy beach at all. It's got loads and loads of pebbles on it, if you can understand that at all, Melissa. So this lady was at home at the seaside. She was at home near water. It calmed her down. It gave her energy. It gave, she was just the type of woman that felt at home around water, if that makes sense. If you can understand that at all, Melissa. Wow, thank you. Okay, so this lady, as I say, I'm not quite sure yet if she lived beside the seaside or, as I say, she travelled to get to the seaside. Maybe it's on holidays and whatnot. But as I say, she felt so at home. She felt. She's telling me that she was quite I don't want to say a loner, but she was like, she liked her own company, if that makes sense. She felt at home when she was by herself. She wasn't one for going out partying or anything else. She was quite I want to say a solitary person, but she was really strong. I think she'd gone through, in fact, I know she'd gone through quite a lot in her life, and she'd got to the stage where she would rather be by herself than be with like fake people, if that makes sense to you at all, Melissa. That does make sense. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me. as I say, she is telling me that her, not so much as her upbringing, but her sort of, not even her teenage years. I want to say 20s and maybe 30s or whatever. She'd been through so much, I want to say heartache and life's journeys, if that makes sense. That, as I say, she did get to the stage by the time she got to her like late 40s, maybe early 50s, but I want to say late 40s. She just got to the stage where she didn't want nothing to do with. She couldn't be doing with drama. She couldn't be doing with, and she's just let me know what her personality was like, if that makes sense. She's also given me. She's given me the name, I want to say Tracy, but I don't believe that's her name, but I do believe that Tracy was associated with her, if that makes sense. Okay. She's also given me, I don't know if she's given me the fruit cherry or if she's given me the name cherry. But it's a definite, there's something about cherry or cherries, if that makes sense. Okay. Right. Let's have a see. What are you saying? What are you saying? Okay, she's making me very, very, very aware of my spine. Okay. Why she's making me aware of my spine, I'm not 100% sure at the moment, but she's definitely making me aware of my spine. So I don't know if she had, I don't think she had walking difficulties, but she definitely had something wrong with you know, the discs in your spine. And I want to say, I think maybe that was sort of later on in life, if that makes, although she, as I say, she didn't reach much past 50 odd, but it was the last couple of years before she passed, she had something wrong with her, I want to say discs down her spine, if that makes sense. Okay, so what would you like to say to Melissa? Okay. Okay, right. Is there someone around you that's got a painful back, a painful spine? Because she's making me aware of it, although she suffered from it. I believe someone else is suffering from either a sore back along the bottom or not 100% sure on the spine. Okay. Well, is there someone around you that's something to do? Something's got maybe a slip disc or you? Okay, right. That's what she's making me aware of, and I picked it up as her. So that's my apologies. Okay. Because she's, the way she's talking, it's like semi-recent, if that makes sense. That's why I picked it up as the last few months of her life, but it's semi-recent, so it's the last few months with you, if you can understand that, Melissa. Okay, you suffer from spinal issues. Yeah, okay, that's what she's making me aware of. Thank you so much for confirming that. She's just letting me know that she's aware of that you suffer, if that makes sense. And she's talking about you're not great taking your pain relief. You quite often forget to take your tablets or whatever, and then you think to yourself, you sort of in so much pain that you're desperate to get it down your throat, if that makes sense. Is what she's telling me. Okay, well she's just saying, don't be. Now I don't know where this saying comes from, but don't be a forgetful fanny or something is what she's saying. So she's laughing and saying you need to take your medication, and that's basically what her message is. She's come through to let you know that she's aware that you are forgetful when it comes to your medication. So yeah, if I could leave our love with you, and thank you so much for working with me, Melissa. Thank you for being my first one tonight. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Hi Suzanne. Hi Mary. Who else have we got? Hi Alison. Right, there was someone. Right, Beth Kruger. Beth Kruger. Hi, are you still there? If you're there, if you could pop up that you're still here, and I'll pull a card for you. Beth Kruger. Your name jumped out at me, so. Although it was quite at the top, so you maybe. Oh, you're still there. Perfect. Thank you. Right. Oh, hang on. Just want to take that card. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right. We have the Eight of Fire. Okay. We have the Eight of Fire for you. Okay. And this card tells me that you're either brilliant at multitasking or you're not good at multitasking at all. It's all about multitasking, okay? And actually, I want to say that you are pretty good at multitasking. I want to say that you're the type of person that likes to get the job done, if that makes sense. I want to say that you are... you're the type of woman who could have a baby under one arm, a baby under another arm, have the dinner on the go, have the washing on the go, have this on the go, have that on the go, and, as I say, proper multitasking. I mean, I just see you excelling at it, if that makes sense. So that's what that card's all about. And with that, I do have a lady behind me. Okay, right. What are you going to tell me? This lady wasn't very old when she passed. I want to say she was only in her 60s. And she's making me very, very aware of my, like, I don't know what, gallbladder area, sort of under the pancreas area. So she suffered with that. I also want to say that she... Okay, she's given me the picture. I'm not seeing her walking with a walking cane, but she's given me the picture of a walking cane and she's given me the picture of a wheelchair. Now, but I'm not seeing anyone holding the cane and I'm not seeing anyone holding the wheelchair. So I'm just wondering what that means, because as I say, it's not like she's sitting in it. So there's a wheelchair and a walking aid or walking cane associated with this lady somewhere. Would you understand that? Yes, you are. Okay. Yeah. As I say, would you understand the wheelchair and the walking cane? As I say, I'm not seeing anyone sitting in it, so I'm not like I can turn around and say she was in the wheelchair. She's just showing me the wheelchair, okay? Your sister used both. Okay, right. She's making me obviously aware that she knows that then. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay. Right, I've got this lady and she had... Now her hair... It looks to me a bit like a wig, to be perfectly honest with you, but it might not have been. It was curly hair, but it just looked... The only way I can describe it, it looked... You know how nylon wigs look? That's the way it looked. It had that shine to it, if that makes sense. So I want to say that this lady... I don't know if she's telling me that she passed with cancer and she had to wear a wig, but this hair definitely looks like a wig, if you can understand that. She wore many wigs. Okay, thank you so much. As I say, 1 minute I'm seeing like a really blonde wig, and the next minute I'm seeing a brown wig. So it's not even like the same sort of... I don't know, as I say, if she wore them for style or what, but I've definitely seen the wigs anyway. Okay, right. She's also making me very aware of my, my collarbone here. I don't know if she ever broke this collarbone, but she's putting the pain of like a broken collarbone on me. Okay. So as I say, she's making me very, very aware of that, and as I say, the pain's there. So I'm assuming that at some point she broke her collarbone. If you can understand, she lost most of her hair. Okay, thank you. Okay. She did break it. Thank you so much. As I say, it's just a pressure here that I'm feeling. Okay, I can imagine that being really painful for someone who broke the collarbone. You know what it's like yourself if you just have a sore shoulder. I'm going off course here, but you know what I mean. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, she's telling me that in her own sort of way, she was quite... I don't want to say religious, but she believed. I would call it more spiritual, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say, as I say, that she was a religious person, but she definitely had this inner knowing, this inner knowledge, this knowing that there's something bigger and better out there, if you can understand that, Beth. She's also given me the name... Yeah, that is correct. Thank you. Right, I heard the name Sheila, and I heard the name... I can't make out the second name. The first name I heard was Sheila. The second name was a sh as well, but I can't make it out. Did this lady have an accent? She's talking to me with... I assume it's quite a strong sort of accent or something. I don't know if it's like a foreign tint, like a foreign lilt, or... But she talks quite fast. That's what I'm getting. She talks quite fast. Unless she's excited, as I say, to be through. Okay. She's also telling me that she liked her candles. She liked her bits and bobs, like I want to say like boho style, that sort of like boho style bits and bobs, like macrame and all that sort of stuff. Is what she's given me. Right. What message would you like to give Beth? Okay. Right. I've said this before. Spirits seem to come through to me because I have problems with my food. Okay. So she's making me aware of my stomach at the moment, okay, and she's making me aware of my diet, okay. So what I want to say to you is that she's coming through to say something about either your diet or someone around you's diet is not 100% at the moment. There's something missing out your diet. There's something that you have to cut out, or there's just something wrong with your diet at the moment, with you or someone around you, if you can understand that at all, Beth. I don't know, as I say, if maybe someone is like vegetarian or vegan and they're not getting enough nutrition, or as I say, they've got some sort of allergy or something, if that makes sense. But she's coming through to tell me that she's aware of this, and it's, if you're missing something out in your diet, she's saying supplement. I'm not a doctor or anything else, don't get me wrong, but if you're missing anything out in your diet, supplement or whatever. And if you feel anything like wrong with I don't know, with your stomach, with your stools or anything else like that, she's saying go to the doctor. But at the minute she's saying just supplement, if that makes sense. As I say, I am no doctor. So if there's anything wrong, please go to your doctor. But I think she's just coming through to let me know that she is aware of this. And as I say, they do tend to come to me with that because, as I say, of my own problems there. So I'll leave our love with you, Beth, and thank you so much for working with me. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right, what's that? Right. Lauren Bouchard, your name's just jumped out at me at the moment. I don't know if you're still there. If you are, could you say that you are? Oh. Yes, you are. Brilliant. Right, 2 ticks. I'm going to say it's... Right, it's the 10 of Earth I have for you, Lauren, okay? And you see how that dog's sitting there as loyal as you like. I believe that you've got friends around you. You don't have, I won't say you have too many friends, but the friends that you do have around you is loyal, if that makes sense. They are as loyal as that dog sitting there. They will do anything to help you, as I say, but I believe that you can count them on one hand, if that makes sense. And I've got a voice coming in saying, trust them, trust them. So I believe there must be a situation with you at the moment where you're either not trusting people, you've got a reason not to trust people, or there's something happened within your life that has made you distrust people, if that makes sense. And as I say, these ones that you call close, the ones that I'm saying is you can count on one hand. I have a voice here, a lady's voice, saying trust them, because you need a friend at the moment. You need someone to lean on at the moment. Is that you understanding that at all, Lauren? Okay, this lady, right, who are you? I have a who I believe is your gran, Lauren, and she's saying trust them. There's not a lot of actual people that you can depend on, and that's not just talking about you, but people in general. There's not a lot of people that you can depend on and you can sort of rely on and trust. So she's saying trust these ones that you have now. She said you've actually found I want to say found your crowd, if that makes sense. So as I say, this lady's coming in, and she is. One minute she's standing there with nice, like a light blue skirt on, and then the next minute she's standing there with navy blue trousers on. So I don't know if she's showing me when she was younger and then when she's older, when she's younger, when she's older, if that makes sense. So unless there's twins. It's like she's showing me side by side, one with a nice light blue skirt on, like down by her knees, and flat shoes and tights on. And then, as I say, there's someone else with like navy blue, like stretchy trousers on. I don't know. Why am I getting two? Is your gran and her sister in the spirit world? Could she be with her sister? Because there's two people that look, excuse me, very alike facially. And it really reminds me of twins, if you can understand that. Okay, as I say, the lady with the blue trousers on has got a really nice, she's just got a nice blouse on, and flat shoes. And she's got a very thin gold watch on her. And then the other lady is they've both got grey hair, and they're very, all I can say is they're very, very similar facially. Yeah, they're both grandmothers. Okay. Did they look similar facially? You know, they've both got grey hair, and they've both got, one's got glasses on, but looking underneath it, the other one hasn't got glasses on. But apart from that, as I say, especially from the side view, they just look very similar. I actually believe that they got on in life. They got on, they're actually really good friends on the other side, and I believe that they got on well in life as well. Yes, right, not really, but yes, both grey hair and one had glasses. Okay. It's maybe just the way I'm seeing it then, as I say, but as long as you understand who they are, Lauren, okay? Okay. Right, one is saying she was quite stern in life, and the other one was saying that she was quite a light-hearted, genteel character, if that makes sense. And I think the light-hearted, genteel one was the one with the skirt on, and the other one was she wasn't so genteel. She was just she was the kind of woman that would help you out and everything else, and she was loving and kind and everything else. But there was a line to this woman that you just didn't cross, if you can understand that. Okay. One of them is talking about, a little pearl necklace and pearl earrings. It's just like a little pearl stone, and then a load of stones, sort of, like that around her neck, sort of thing. I don't think it's that short, but something like that. But all in pearls. Okay. Yeah, one grandmother wasn't as affectionate as the other. Yeah, one was sort of genteel, as I say, and was just all about love and kindness and everything else, and the other one was more, I want to say, down to earth, if that makes sense. She was, she just wasn't as genteel. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, she was kind and loving and everything else, but they were just two opposites, if that makes sense. You know how you get some people show their love differently? Well, that one showed her love differently, if that makes sense. You okay? Okay, he's joking, sorry. So yeah, apologies about that. So yeah, right. Okay. Right, she's given one of them, and I think it's the genteel lady, has given me memories of a big circus tent. Okay, she's given me a big circus tent, and she's given me like a few adults and a few kids going to see this circus or whatever. So I believe that she was there when you all went to this circus tent. It's like a red and white striped, the big bell tents. Okay, what else can you give me? Give me something else. Okay, have you been doing anything with a screwdriver lately? She's showing me someone, and it's a female, as I say, doing something with a handheld screwdriver. I don't know if it's a plug. I don't know if you're screwing legs on a chair or what. But there's something to do with a screwdriver. I think she's letting me know that she's around you. Yes, she brought you there. Brilliant, thank you. As I say, she's showing me, someone working. Yeah, you do DIY stuff, which is It's the genteel one again. She's letting me know that she's obviously with you when you're doing this stuff. So she's obviously been around you when you've been doing it. Okay. She's saying, but get yourself a battery screwdriver. It's so much easier, is what she's saying. Okay. Okay. She's taking me back to the circus tent. Okay. And she's giving me clowns. Okay. Now, she's telling me at the moment you have what you'd class as a clown around you. And I don't mean literally a clown with a red nose. What I'm talking about is someone's acting the clown, acting the fool around you at the moment, and they're actually starting to really get to you. If you can understand that. I lost both my. Okay, right. Right. Yep, Lauren. Okay, yes, she's saying that someone around you at the moment is acting the clown, and it's starting to get on your nerves. It's like you can't really not rely on them. That's the wrong word, but it's like you just want to, I don't know, take them by the scruff of the neck and shake them. If that, yeah, like annoying you. Yeah, there's someone around you at the moment, that's acting like an idiot, acting like a clown, if that makes sense. And that's why she's taking me, excuse me, to the tent with the clown. So she's making me aware. Okay, yeah, perfect. Right, why are you telling me this though? Why are you telling me this? Okay. Okay, is this person I want to say immature. She's telling me the word immature, so I'm taking it this person is acting like a clown is immature, because she's telling me to tell you that they will sort of grow up eventually, if that makes sense. But at the time being, while they're annoying you, the best you can do at the moment is sort of try and ignore it, if that makes sense. I think she's just wanting to let you know that she is aware that this is going on, and she wants you to know that sort of she's with you, if that makes sense. They just think they're funny and wrong time for it. Okay. Well, as I say, I think maybe she's just wanting to make you aware that she's with you when this is happening, or she's with you a lot of the time anyway, if that makes sense. She's also talking about. I don't know if you feel like someone is touching the top to the back of your head at times. She's saying this is harsh because she used to. She's telling me the lady with the blue skirt on, the genteel one, is telling me that when you were younger, she used to like rub her hands down your face, sort of to get you to go to sleep or whatever, right up until you were, I don't know, she's showing me like a child of 5 or 6 or so. So she's saying if you feel anything around your head, this is her, just letting you know that she's around. So what I'll do is I'll leave our love with you, Lauren, and thank you so much for working with me. Okie doke. Right. Kirsten Matthews. I've recently lost my brother and hoping for a message, please. Right, well, I will try my best, Kirsten. So if you're still here, let me know. Oh, one flew out. Okay. Kirsten, if you're still here, let me know, and I'll try my best. I'd say I cannot guarantee anything, but I will try. Okay. Are you there? Doesn't look like she is. Yes, she is. Kirsten Matthews. Okay. Right, this one flew out, so I'm going to do the 8 of Earth for you, okay? Right, this card's all about learning your trade, education, learning your trade. And I want to say that you're not great at getting the details of something, if that makes sense. You know, you're if you're doing anything like, as I say, education, learning anything new or anything else, you will, I don't want to say you'll skip over, but you miss out the vital details, if you can understand that, Kirsten. Okay, and with that, I I do have a male energy, okay? Okay, I do have a male energy, and I have a youngish male energy, and I want to, what I mean by youngish, I want to say is in their 20s, okay? But I want to say under 25, what I'm seeing, okay? What I'm seeing is a young man standing in front of me, okay? Um, and he's got short hair, but he's laughing and saying when it grows, it grows sort of out the way rather than down the way, if that makes sense. So there's like a bushy curliness to it, if you can understand that. He was right, okay. He was 33 when he passed away. Right, okay. Well, I've said between, as I say, I've said under 25, okay. Um, that's me looking at him visually, okay. Um, he could be showing me sort of that age or whatever, but I'll forget about the age that I've said, okay, and we'll just go from there, as I say, because I'm maybe just get the age completely wrong. But as I say, so don't go by the age, but we'll just go with whatever else I say, okay? Then you'll know if it's him or not, as I say, okay. So as I say, I was getting there. His hair would grow out the way rather than down the way, because as I say, it had like I want to say a frizz to it, like when it was wet, it was curly. When it was dry, it was frizzy. And as I say, it would grow out and up. And this was the reason that he kept it short, if you can understand that. He's also given me, right, okay. First of all, he gave me a car, and then he gave me a golf club, okay? Why are you giving me a car and a golf club? Okay. He was showing me himself in black jeans and a white t-shirt, okay? And trainers. He had to have a nice pair of trainers, if you can understand that, Kirsten. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, he's also given me a works van, a little, I want to say a little van, not a big van, but a little, like a little white van, with the square backs. He's given me a works van, okay? Um, and he's also given me like a yellow, I don't know if he worked some, excuse me, worked somewhere and I needed a yellow, those ones that glow in the dark. Yes, he loved his trainers. Okay. As I say, he's given me one of those yellow overcoat things, like when they work on the roads, that sort of stuff, so they can be seen in the dark, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, as I say, he would he liked his trainers, and as I say, he liked his, I won't say expensive trainers, but he liked a decent pair of trainers, as I say. And as he also liked decent jeans. The way he looked at it, he worked for his money, so he spent it on himself in that respect. You know what I mean? As I say, he not too expensive, but decent trainers, decent. He just looked. He liked to look nice. That's the only way I can describe him. And he had I want to say, a really nice personality. He was, he could be quiet. He could be quite deep when he wanted to. But he could also be. It's like two sides of the same coin. He could be quiet on one hand, and then he could be like, I won't say Jack the Lad, but he could be loud and noisy when he was in with sort of his friends, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, he liked his clothes and he felt proud. Yeah, yeah, definitely. As I say, it was like he worked for his money and he wanted to, as I say, he spent it so that he looked good, if that makes sense. He didn't have to have the latest phones or anything else, but he just, as I say, he did look nice, and as I say, he was clean shaven, and this hair he kept short. Okay, um, okay, right, right. He's telling me. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop reading the comments because it's putting me off for a second. Right. I don't know if he ever played football, but he definitely liked football, if that makes sense. He was In his younger days, he was quite sporty. He was quite, he enjoyed running. And he was quite a good runner in his day, he was saying. And he still had a few friends from school that they all grew up together that they were going round with. He's actually not giving me an awful lot of information. Kirsten, he's not giving me an awful lot of information. He's like stops for a while, and I'm struggling to get it through, if that makes sense. I don't know if he maybe couldn't speak or whatever for the last wee while in his life or what, but I'm just getting like a, it's like I don't ask many things of spirit, as I say. I wait for them to give me I ask them to give me their story that they want to tell you, if that makes sense. But he's not coming through strong. I don't know, as I say, if he's not been passed long. I don't know if he's never come through before. I don't. There's something that he just seems quite a distance away, if that makes sense. Okay. As I say, he's given me sports, and he's given me running. And I can see him running, but I can't see him like running like in a sports outfit. But I can see him running, if that makes sense. I'm starting to struggle with him. I really am. So I think I'm going to have to just thank you for working with me, Kirsten. Hang on, he could be nervous of coming through as he feels ashamed of the way he left this world. Okay, fair enough. Although I actually don't think he would feel ashamed as such, but he's just he's just a distance. He's like he's keeping a distance. Like some of them come right up close or whatever and right next to you, but he's just keeping his distance, and it's like when he's speaking, it's like just like an echo I'm hearing, if that makes sense. And it's so I would, once he's been through a couple of times, he'll come through stronger and stronger each time, I think, Kirsten. So I'll leave his love with you anyway, and thank you so much for working with me. And apologies I couldn't get much more, but thank you anyway. Okie doke. Right. Who else have we got here? Right. Lynn Oxley. Lynn Oxley, you still there? You'd love a message, please, Sarah. Right, Lynn Oxley. If you could say that you're here, please. Right, Lynn Oxley, you're there. Perfect, thank you. Okay, right. Right, let's have a look and see. Right, Lynn. Right, Two of Water. Right. It's like the Lover's card, but it's not, if that makes sense. But it's all about commitment, commitment to each other, if that makes sense. So yeah, right, Lynn. Right, there's a gentleman come through, and I'm not even going to read that card. There's a gentleman come through, and I want to say that the love that he brings through it's filling, as I say, it's filling my full chest with just love. That's the only way I can describe it. Okay, and as I say, I want to. It's like a husband's love, a partner's love, that sort of love. Does that make sense to you, Lynn? It's like someone who really loved you unconditionally, if that makes sense. As I say, if you could say yes or no, please, just so that I know if as I say, try and keep up because there's a wee bit of a lag. As I say, the love that he's making me aware of, as I say, is like an unconditional love. It's like the love that's like a husband has for a wife, or vice versa, or whatever. It's that sort of love that I'm picking up. A real raw love. So if you can understand that, Lynn, at all, please, if you could let me know, and then we can go further, if that makes sense. Yes, but family. Okay, right, fair enough. Well, as I say, whoever this is has got a hell of a lot of love for you. Not just you, but you and yours, if that makes sense. Okay, so, right, if you can just ask him to take that away for a minute, just so that I can... Right, okay. Right. I want to say this gentleman was, I want to say in his 60s when he passed. And if he wasn't in his 60s, he was younger but looked a little bit older. I want to just say that the last year or so of his life, he started aging rapidly. You know, I think it was the illness that was sort of getting to him. And as I say, he aged rapidly, so he maybe looks older than he actually is, if that makes sense. But he's laughing and saying that he was always young at heart, no matter what. He always had a good sense of humour, a good a jokey attitude. He always had one-liners, if you can understand that, Lynn. He no matter what the situation was, he could always see the not the funny side as such, but the good side, the positive side in a situation. And as I say, no matter how sort of down you were or anyone around him, he had the knack just to turn it on its head and make you laugh, if that makes sense. And he's just saying that was his job. He done that to sort of everyone around him. That was his job, is what he's saying, to not just, as I say, work and I pay the bills and everything else, but his job was to brighten everyone else's life up, and that's what he done, if you know what I mean. He was also good with, I want to say that he could draw or paint or something, because I'm seeing his hand going like he's drawing something, or you know, I don't know if it was doodles or like portraits or what, but he's actually showing me, as I say, that he could, it looks to me like drawing, if you can understand that. Okay, he's also talking about, right, that's the second time this week. Someone's come through. It's a painter and decorator. Okay, it's maybe a brush that I'm seeing, but I think he was actually good at doodling as well. Okay. Past when I was 6 years old. Okay, I'm sure he was good at doodling as well, because he's showing me like just a white blank piece of paper, and as I said, just doodling. You know, he was quite a natural at it, and I think it was like cartoony doodles that he used to do. Okay. As I say, the second time this week it's come through. Someone's come through and mentioned swimming. Right, so I don't know if you swim, Lynn. I don't know if one of your family swim or whatever, but he's making me aware that he's watching someone swim. Okay, and he's also watching someone dance. Okay, and I think it's a little girl that's dancing. And I think maybe it's something like, I want to say ballet or something like that, or he's aware that there's a child that's dancing, and he's also aware that there's someone who's swimming. If you can understand that at all, then. Okay. I also want. He's telling me the name Craig, your niece. Okay, your niece is brilliant. He's also given me the name Craig, and he's also given me the name like Dan or Daniel or Danny or something like that. Daniel or Dan or Danny. As I say, he's making me aware of those names. Okay. He's also making me aware of, I want to say, Cork in Ireland. County Cork in Ireland. If that could, where that come from, I don't know, but it's just come into my head. So he's making me aware of like County Cork in Ireland. I don't know if that's Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland, or what, but it's over the water from here. Okay, he's also making me aware of, right, he's making me aware of climbing a ladder up a staircase and falling off. I'm seeing a ladder on a staircase on a wall, if that makes sense. You know, like the staircase is down here, the ladder's up there, and the ladder's on the wall, and he slipped. I think the ladder slipped down, or I don't know what happened, but he fell off. He fell off the ladder. Okay. I don't actually think he hurt himself. I think it didn't have much more than like a twisted ankle or something. But is what he's showing me. Okay, you're not sure about Cork. Okay, if you can ask someone that would know about County Cork. I don't know if he's got relatives over there. I don't know if he's been on holiday, but there's a connection to County Cork in Ireland, okay? And as I say, you could also ask someone about this ladder. As I say, he came off the ladder, and I think he either broke his ankle or twisted his ankle badly or something. But there was no other damage to his body. It was just an ankle, if that makes sense. As I say, if he didn't break it, he twisted it badly, and it was still sort of bandaged up, if that makes sense. Okay. He's also making me aware of a Tiny Tears doll, but it's an old-fashioned Tiny Tears doll. Now, I don't know even if you get them nowadays, but the one that I remember was a little chubby doll with the white curly hair. Is what I'm seeing. So I don't know if. Right, let's have a look. Why are you giving me Tiny Tears? Okay, he's taking me back to one Christmas. He's taking me back to obviously a Christmas when you were little, and you got a Tiny Tears doll and a pram. A little pink pram is what he's given me, and he's also given me a little pink cradle that had to be made and snapped together. Does that make any sort of sense to you? Right, where are we? Yeah, Lynn, does that make any sort of sense to you at all? As I say, a Tiny Tears doll, a little pram that you push the baby in, and a little, I want to say it's like a pink crib that you put Tiny Tears in, and it like snapped together. Me and my sister got the pram, etc. Okay, well, as I say, he's bringing that memory in, so it was obvious before he passed that you got those. Okay. He's also given me the name Lorraine. Okay. And he's also given me the male name of Richard. If you can understand any of those names at all, it doesn't necessarily have to be his name. As I say, it could be anyone around him. Okay. Okay. He's singing me a song and I'm trying to work out what it is. Don't worry. So I'm sitting quiet for a second. Right, okay. Does ABBA Waterloo mean anything to you at all, Lynn? Richard, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. As I say, Waterloo, the song by ABBA. I think it's ABBA, the song Waterloo. It's the song that I'm singing at the moment. Waterloo is a place, so it's maybe Waterloo in London, isn't it? Is Waterloo in London? I think it is. Waterloo's a place anyway, so it's maybe the place, or it's maybe the song that means something to you, or maybe means something to your mum or something. I'm not sure, but it definitely means something if you can understand it. Yes, it does. My mum played it all the time. Brilliant, thank you. So as I say, he's just making you aware of that. Okay, right, his energy's starting to fade. Well, it's actually my energy that's starting to fade, not so much his. The Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, right. Okay. He's also given me. I don't know. They went to London before he passed. Okay, right. Okay, might be something to do with that as well. Then he's also given me sweet cigarettes. You know, remember the old-fashioned sweet cigarettes with they're white with like the pink end. I don't know if he's given me a packet of those. And I don't know if he wants to give them to you for a memory or what, but he's handing me this packet of, as I say, and chocolate ones as well. He's given me ones with chocolate, with white with chocolate in it, and it's like sweet cigarettes, chocolate cigarettes, and sweet cigarettes with the red ends. So he's telling me that there's a memory of the girls, is what he's saying, with the sweet cigarettes. As I say, pretending you're smoking, I suppose. From when he was younger, you love them, haha. Okay, okay. Okay, what else would you like to say? Okay, he's given me September. I don't know if there's a birth passing, a birthday passing, anniversary or whatever, but he's given me September, okay? And he's also given me July. He's also given me the beginning of the year for something as well, though. January, February time as well. So it's January, February, July, and September. If you can understand any of those months at all, Lynn. Okay, right. He's telling me. Are you changing jobs at the moment? He's talking about work, and he's talking about a leadership position, and it's like a like a not like a boss position, but like a supervisor over a team of people, if that makes sense. Is what he's making me aware of. It's like, I don't know, as I say, if it's you or there's you or someone around you. His birthday's the 1st of January. Okie doke. It's you or someone around you is going to get a job or has got a job, as I say, that's like leading a team of people. There's maybe only 3 or 4 people that you're leading or whatever, but it's like a supervisor over them, if that makes sense. That's what he's showing me at the moment. And he's also showing me, he's given me Amsterdam as well. He was thinking of going part-time. Okay. Yeah. As I say, he's given me Amsterdam as well. Not quite sure about Amsterdam. And he's also given me a vape. Now, obviously, a vape wasn't on the go when this gentleman passed. So I don't know if you smoke a vape or what, or he's letting you know that he knows that you smoke a vape. He's given me a vape. Okay. Okay. And he's standing here with a it's like a tomcat it's like a gingery colour tomcat he's bringing through as well. So I take it this was a family. Your oldest son's okay. Oh, right. As I say, he's taken through this like a ginger tomcat, if you know what I mean, and he's sitting with it in his arms. So it's obviously been a family pet at some point, and he's just letting you know that it's with him. Okay, he's taking care of the cat. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He's also given me the number 3. Your Nana's tomcat. Oh, that's lovely. He's given me the number 3. Now I don't know if he was one of 3, if he had 3 kids, or you have 3 kids, but there's definitely 3 around you for some reason. He's given me 3. He's also given me. He's given me 2 girls and a boy. 2 girls and a boy. 2 girls, 2 boys. No, 2 girls and a boy. Okay. Right, your Nana's tomcat. That's the last of that. Okay, right. Okay, he's also Okay, he's given me a crystal rock. Okay, the only way I can describe it is it's like if you can imagine a crystal cave. Okay, but it's like an amethyst that's like a cave. I don't know. I don't know what you call them, but they're just like, as I say, is it geodes or something? But it's like a big cave, and it's like it must be about that sort of big, that sort of size, and it's like stone on one side, and it's like amethyst on the other, but it's like coming in the way, and so it's like a cave, if that makes sense. I don't know if you own one or your older brother, my sister, and me. Brilliant, thank you. I don't know if you own one or what. But he's either making me aware that you've got this I want to say like an amethyst geode, or if not, maybe to get yourself one, because your mum has one. Okay, perfect. As I say, he's just letting me know that he's obviously around you. That's why he's coming out with things like this. Okay, that's perfect, and he's obviously around your mum as well, which is good. Okay, he's actually saying, could you give your mum his love, as well as yourself? But he wants to give your mum his love, so that's why I think he's bringing the amethyst geode into it, to bring your mum into the equation, so that he can send her love as well, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, right. As I say, he is sort of fading at the moment, so he's sort of stepping back, if that makes sense. But I'll leave his love with you, Lynn, and thank you so much for working with me. A lovely man. So you miss him so much, yeah. I'm sure he misses you as well. As I say, he stepped forward, and as I say, he was quite a strong presence. But as I say, he is stepping back now. But as I say, my energy is probably dropping as well. So anyway, I'm only on till 8 o'clock, so I will love and leave yous. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you tonight. And thank you again um, for letting me on tonight, Stacey and Veronica. And thank you so much. And I will be on again. I think it's in about a fortnight's time. And I'll see you all then. Thank you. Bye bye.